Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a brand new video, and this is your review for the Leeds United 1, Middlesbrough 0. But let's be real, it should be 3-0. We'll get into that and all of that. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about the shit linesmen, and we'll talk all about everything that happened during the game. But we should have won 3-0. Let's be real. Like, we all know that. Make sure you like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already to the channel for all its content, and leave a comment down below what you thought of the game. I think it showed a lot of character, and that we're here to fight back. The players won't know right now, but back top of the league. Back to the top of the league. Look at that. A week later and we're top of the league again. Big win. And it's the goal came in the second minute. The earliest goal. And we did it again. We scored very early. And when we scored, I was a bit like, okay, let's not do what we've done in a couple of games where we've scored very early and then we've conceded and then we've thrown away the win. But in this game, we scored very early. Just 2 minutes into this game, by the way, we scored. And it was a good goal. Solomon down the left, whips the ball in beautifully. Dan James gets in front of his man. He hits it. It comes off the goalkeeper. We're a bit lucky with this. It bounced off the floor into the crossbar and in. Good finish. Good setup. Well done from Solomon and a good goal. And then guess what? Solomon should have had 2 assists. He whips a ball in. Tanaka puts in the back of the net. Taps at home. You're thinking, we're 2-0 up. He's called it offside. And you're like, oh, Tanaka, you're offside. The replay shows he's only past half of the Middlesbrough player. He's only passed half of him. So the linesman's done it again. And that's the same linesman that's already done it twice, by the way. This is the 3rd time this linesman's done it. And then we can go on to when Bamford came on, and oh my God, I mean, we could talk about him in a whole different video. He was brilliant. Patrick Bamford, what's happened to this guy? The player that I just saw on that pitch was not Patrick Bamford. This guy just... if you watch the ending, especially the end of the game where he just flicked the meg, he made a bad pass. He runs back, slide tackle, bang, wins it back, nutmeg through, plays the ball to the other side to Schmidt perfectly. What's happened? Where's this guy come from? But yeah, I mean, Bamford then before then, talking about Bamford, we played a nice counter-attack. Nonto plays in Bamford. Bamford puts in the back of the net, and we're thinking, yes, we've done it. Linesman says offside, and you're like, oh, Pat, you couldn't stay onside. His whole body, his whole body, not even his arm was offside. This is more onside than the Tanaka one. He was onside again. This linesman is terrible, by the way. This might be the worst linesman I've ever seen. Bamford, way onside. Tanaka, way onside. I mean, Bamford was more onside than Tanaka, I'm pretty sure, what it looked like. But how do you get that so wrong? I'm pretty sure Bamford's whole body was, besides like his arm and maybe one of his knees, was behind the entire player. Behind the entire Middlesbrough player. So how the hell do you call that offside? And we had to fight and dig deep at the end because Middlesbrough were coming at us, bang, shots. And they were getting chance after chance, and we were just defending for our lives right at the end. And we were defending for our lives at the end of this game. But we managed to win it 1-0 in the end. Player range, let's get into that. Carl Darlow, I think, had a good performance today. Clean sheet, which is good. I think he did everything right. I'm going to give him a 7. Jayden Bogle was very dangerous on that right side. There was a beautiful ball that he played over the top to Dan James where he whipped it in. And Pirro and Solomon don't just put your body in it. Even if you miss and you're not going to get there, dive for it, jump for it, put your body into it. But instead, they don't. They kind of just run, and then the ball goes flying past them. Maybe Dan James should put less power on it, but you can also say maybe Pirro and Solomon should just put their bodies in it, you know, just dive for it, go for it. But yeah, Bogle was good. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Joe Rodon, I thought I had a good performance again, just clearing everything, playing well. There was a moment where he beat 3 or 4 of them and just sprinted through the middle and won us a free kick. He's actually going to get a 7.5. I actually really like Rodon. Ethan Ampadu as well. I thought he had a good performance again as well. I honestly think this is our best centre-back pairing in the Rodon and Ampadu centre-back pairing. Best centre-back pairing. I'm going to give Ethan Ampadu a 7. Good performance at centre-back. His passes are brilliant, like the way he plays balls over the top. I love him. Next up, Junior Firpo. Good performance. I thought he actually played well today, Junior Firpo. Not one of his best performances, but he had a good performance. I'm going to give him a 7. I think he had he had a good performance. The whole backline, the goalkeeper, the whole team really had a good performance. Ayo Tanaka, I mean, he should have had a goal in this game. He was a bit poor. This is what I would say. Tanaka wasn't great today, actually. I would say that. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I mean, he should have had a goal, but still, he lost the ball so many times or did a bad pass. There was a couple of times where I'm like, Tanaka. There was one where he played it straight in the touch. There was a couple of times where he held the ball too long, or he just played the poor pass and gave it away. So I'm going to give him a 6.5 because he wasn't terrible, but he did make a couple of mistakes. Ilya Gruev, I was actually impressed with today. I think he played well. I'm going to give him a 7. you know, I'm a big fan of Ilya Gruev. I think he gets a lot of stick from Leeds fans. People think he's not good enough, and yeah, I really like Gruev. I think he's a really good player. I think he's probably our most underrated player. I've said that before. He's our most underrated player in the squad, in my opinion. But I think he played well today. I'm gonna give him a 7. Dan James got a goal. He also went off injured. We got to remember that Dan James actually came off injured, so hopefully the injury's not bad, and hopefully he's available for the next game. Even if he's not available for the next game, at least hopefully it's only like one game injury, not like a big injury where he's out for like the season. But he played well today, got his goal. I thought he was dangerous throughout the game. He does that thing a couple of times where he puts it on his left and misses the target, but I think overall he had a really good performance. Could have had an assist as well. You know, I'm going to give him a 7.5 because I really think he played well today. Brendan Aronson, I'm going to give a 7. He runs around so much. He runs his absolute socks off every single time he's on the pitch. I think he was good today. He's pressing everything, and I think a couple of times, you know, his passing was good today as well, in my opinion. And he had that little moment in the box where he like flick, and I'm like, it's knackered. Oh, that would have been beautiful if he finished that. I mean, if he finished it, the lineman would have probably somehow said he was offside. I don't know how, but he probably would have said he was offside. But yeah, Aronson, I'm going to give a 7. Good performance. Solomon, of course, got the assist for the Dan James goal. He should have had 2 assists because he should have had an assist for the Tanaka goal as well. I think this was one of his better performances, probably his best performance he's had in a while. I'm going to give him a 7.5. He had a really good performance, probably his best in a while. Man of the match, actually. I should go back and give him a man of the match. I'm actually going to give it to... I actually don't know who I'm going to give man of the match. I'm going to give it Ampadu. I'm going to give Ampadu my man of the match, I think. Or do I... I don't know, actually. You know what? I'm going to give it Rodon. Rodon. Rodon's going to get my man of the match. I mean, you could give him multiple players man of the match in this game because I think a lot of good performances happened in this game. But yeah. So yeah, back on Solomon. Yeah, great performance from him. Probably his best in like 13 games, 10 games. But actually 13 might be a bit of a stretch, but in a while. He hasn't been great in a while. And this was a very good performance. Joel Pirro up front. I mean, he had 0 shots at halftime. He loses the ball a lot where he can't control it. I'll start Bamford in the next game because when he came on, he was absolutely fucking brilliant. Yeah, Joel Pirro for me. I'm going to give him a 5.5. Actually, no, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. I'll be nice. I'll give him a 6. He had 0 shots at halftime. He wasn't great. He'd lose the ball a lot at times. He gets the ball, and then he the thing is, he comes short and receives the ball and plays a nice pass sometimes. He either does that or he plays it the worst pass ever. Oh my god. But yeah, Joel Pirro wasn't great. I mean, the subs, we talk about fuck these subs and all that. I mean, they made impacts. Bamford came on and made a massive impact up front. Should have had a goal. I mean, it was a good finish as well. You know, Nonto played a brilliant ball. Nonto as well. Nonto played the ball into Bamford, you know. Nonto comes off the bench. Bamford comes off the bench. Nonto plays the beautiful ball into Bamford where he finishes it, and it's called offside even though it's a mile on. And then even Isaac Schmidt, I think he played well today. I think the Schmidt came on and made a massive impact. And if Dan James isn't available for the next game, I'm honestly saying start Schmidt. I think Schmidt's done enough to say, in the next game, if Dan James is injured, you're starting Schmidt. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Happy with the result, of course. A big win, back top of the league, and how things have changed from 3rd to 1st in just one game. I said I'm going to be calm, but I did also say this was a massive game, and if we did lose this, it'll probably be the playoffs. I said it will be the playoffs if we lost this, but we won. Back to winning ways, back top of the league, and we're back to where we were. So yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.